Have you ever just wanted something that's really decadent? Something that's just absolutely delicious? So this is one of my favorite go-tos. Welcome everybody, it's Dre from DreInTheKitchen.com. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, right? But this can be made at any time you want something decadent. If you're a chocoholic the way I am, you need to just stay tuned and watch this because this is gonna make your day. We're gonna do chocolate truffles. Just think about that for a moment. I'm picturing it in my head. Forget the picturing, let's just get to work. Let me show you what I do to make the ganache. So what is even ganache? Ganache is a combination of chocolate and heavy cream. So I found these at Walmart. They're Swiss chocolate. I've been to Switzerland. The chocolate is really good. So to this, I have 1 1/4 cup. So I'm gonna use 10 ounces of chocolate that I'm gonna finish chopping up here because you want it in small shards. So that way when you add the hot milk or the hot liquid, it's gonna temper and just get all delicious. But I'm gonna do some extra things to it. Pay attention. So I'm gonna add, Bustelo, one of my favorite brands, has this instant espresso. If you know anything about chocolate and coffee is a marriage made in heaven. So I'm gonna add an entire packet of this espresso. I know it looks like a lot, it's just very, very little. To that, about 1 teaspoon of good vanilla extract. And then I have this heated 1 1/4 cup, be very specific, because I want this to be a hard ganache. If you want it a little softer, you do 1 2/3 cup of heavy cream. We're just gonna add this hot liquid in here. I'm gonna put it on my board. I'm gonna finish chopping up that little bit of chocolate that I have here, and you're gonna leave this alone. The hot, heavy cream is going to soften and temper your chocolate, and it's gonna be luxurious, it's gonna be decadent. And then at the very end, we're gonna roll this in some unsweetened cocoa powder and some confectioner's sugar and serve it with some raspberries. If you have strawberries, you can do all of those things. So this is gonna sit here, don't touch it, just let it be. But you know I can't wait, right? And you'll notice it's already melting because I put the heavy cream at a very high heat. So leave it alone and it's gonna melt and be luxurious and beautiful. Once it combines thoroughly, then you're gonna let it cool. Leave it in the, that's why I chose a glass bowl, and you're gonna cover it and let it cook. Let it stay in your refrigerator for a minimum of 8 hours. If you can do it overnight, even better. And then we're gonna take my little mini ice cream scooper, and we're gonna make delicious truffles. So stay tuned. So the time has come. The chocolate has been perfectly tempered. It is nice and cold. I took it out 15 minutes before it was time to roll it so that it's not as hard. Now, clean hands. I have some unsweetened cocoa powder here and some confectioner's sugar. We're gonna roll them separately, but let me show you. I take my little ice cream scooper, melon baller, this small size. Look at that chocolate. Oh my goodness, ganache is divine. So this is gonna get messy, but that's okay. Take it in your hand and you have to work really, really fast. Just do it rather quickly. Get your little shape, not too much. Put it on the plate. Next. So we're gonna do this a couple of times, which is okay. And this is the best part. If you have your kids help you do this, prepare to have chocolate just about everywhere. So this happens to be, you can do this with white chocolate, which obviously is not chocolate, but nonetheless, it's still Ivan's favorite. So I'll make those for him maybe for Valentine's Day. In addition to these for me, this would go great with, for those of you who like to do pairings of chocolate and wine, a nice Shiraz would be fantastic. Or I would want something a little darker, like maybe a Petite Syrah or a Syrah that has a little more depth and body. I have to work quickly. My hands are pretty warm. So I'll just do one more and then I'll rinse my hands quickly and I'll dust them with the cocoa and we'll be ready to serve these. All right, so I rolled them out and I stuck them in the freezer for like 2 or 3 minutes just so that they could stay nice and firm. So I just rolled out these 3 with cocoa, unsweetened cocoa powder. So I just take 2 forks. This is very easy. Sometimes you could just use your hands, work quickly. Just take this and roll it over. This is confectioner's sugar. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Maybe in a future episode, we'll do some with that. We'll do dipped chocolate. We'll make some tuxedo guys. There we go. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. Let's just do one more and then we'll taste test, shall we? There we go. Roll that in there. Make sure it's nicely coated. no right or wrong way. If it's messy, oh, I'll just dip it a little more in the powder. All right, since that's pretty on the plate, I'll take this little guy. And this is the one that I'll taste test. Again, if you love chocolate, these are an absolute must. Of course, when you take the chocolate out, make sure that you work quickly, because if you have hot hands, sometimes you'll have a big mess. So let's taste these little suckers. I cannot wait for you to make these. And when you do, let me know what coating you decide to put on them. So from my kitchen to yours, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned, we'll be doing so many more things. You never know what's gonna happen. And if there's something in particular that you want me to make sure you drop that in the comments and I'll get back to you on that. So while I go back to this, I'll talk to you guys later.